What is up, boyos? It is Water Buffalo Man here, back for more Ark Survival Ascended. Alright, so you're probably wondering where we are right now. We're at Jace's base, right? So I was floating around, trying to get ready for the next episode. Jace is sound asleep here. He's got his little things breeding over here. He showed me about that doorway. I didn't know this one was open. But, he's got his dinos breeding. We're all good to go. And I was flying by, and I just happened to see something over here that I'm not happy to see right next to his base. I can't hit it from here. Let me see if I can get a little closer. If you can tell what that is the Rhyniognathia Alpha World Boss. So we're going to have to fight that. We're probably going to have to fight that for him, because it's right there. Like, if that pulls this way and he happens to spawn in, that will completely destroy his base. It is an Alpha World Boss that will demolish anything he has here. No question about it. So, I brought every strong Pseudomane I have. If it's letting me throw it off my shoulder. Let me see if I can transform you this way. Alright, it is. Alright, whistle you to follow me. I'm going to throw out all my other Pseudomanes, because we only have a handful on us. I didn't know this was here, so I deleted, or kind of deleted, you know, I did the destroy all function in my thing to get rid of all of the additional creatures I had. But then I realized that was there, and I was like, well, this isn't good. We need to fight this, because there's no way Jace's base is going to survive if that happens to come up this way. And my only option is to try to fight it from here. Like, I'm going to have to bring it towards his base and utilize every single pseudo we have here to fight it off. Because there's no other option. I can't go down there towards the water. Down there towards the water is a death sentence for us. Because we'll get caproed, we'll get everything. But as long as we stay right here and can keep it aggroed up this direction, probably away from all this, we should be A-okay. Only thing I'm a bit worried about is that Gigantoraptor, so we'll actually destroy that. I was planning on taming this, but I couldn't find its pen anywhere nearby, so I was like, you know what, we'll just destroy it anyway. Gigantoraptor baby, I'll just destroy that too. You can't steal a baby Gigantoraptor without a Gigantoraptor, so. That was the other plan in this video, by the way, was to tame a Gigantoraptor. I know where there's another one, so we're going to go get that here shortly. It's a low level, so I'm not too excited about it, but we're gonna have to take it on. We're gonna have to try to get it. I mean, just to have one. Well, let me see if I can track this guy. Can I hit you from here? Oh, yep. I pissed that thing right off. Get it, boys. Get it, boys. Get it, boys. We have a gang of 5 of us. I think we should be alright with a gang of 5 of us. And we're not in the water this time. So I tried fighting one of these once before, and I got stuck in the water. So it just kept doing insane damage to me. And now we have, like I said, the pack buff. We have all these other bonuses on us. So as long as we can keep it focused on me up this way, we should be A-okay. Like, truthfully, we should be A-okay if we can keep it focused on us. And even if I have to, I'll just pepper it with my shotgun off the back while it stays in the air until it comes down and wants to fight. And then once it comes down and wants to square up, me and the boys here can be like the Human Torch and flame this thing on real quick. Because we'll just let these guys, yeah, they're hitting pretty hard. They're just going to town on it. The fire damage is what's really helping too. Fire damage, just the amount of Pseudomanes we have here. I'm thinking some of them are probably going to die, there's no question. I'm not afraid of that option, truthfully. Because we've lost quite a few of them already, and now we've got actually some decent breeders back at base. We actually have 2 health mutations already going into the pseudos, so they're at like 54 points in the health right now, 52, 56, something like that. 54, 56, I'm sorry, I don't remember which one. I'm focused on the boss. But we have one of those batches going back at base, which is insane. So we're actually able to build up some, oh, excuse me, some pretty decent stats here. So I'm actually really excited about that. And we're kind of melting a little bit. I'm worried about some of the healths of the other guys. This thing I think has 175,000 health if I remember right. It's not great, but with all of these guys attacking, I think we'll do okay. And then once it goes airborne like that, I pull out the shoddy, and I just pepper it from distance. This is a low-level shoddy. I got it from a blue drop or purple drop near the base. I'm a terrible shot, by the way, if you haven't noticed. Yeah, I've been playing too much Call of Duty recently since Verdansk dropped yesterday. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. The 225 was the one we just got. Had no imprinting, had no anything on it. I just tamed one. I thought it was going to be pretty decent. It came out 48 points in health, the same as our max, so it wasn't worth keeping around anyway. But I was like, you know what? Let's tame it anyway, see what happens. Because I did tame one that came out with like 45 points in melee, if I remember right. So I was like, that's kind of pretty good. I could breed that into the line, and then that'll be something really, really good for us to have if I ever want to decide to, you know, swap in that health or that melee stat, right? I don't know if I'll need to, per se, but I was like, the option is there. I'm going to withdraw the flames from that to give me some health back. Alright, and then I'm going to switch out back to my shotgun. I'm going to miss terribly. I'm going to miss terribly. Miss terribly again. Alright, we hit a few of the shots. We just pretty much got to keep hitting it and pulling it back down to us. These world bosses are not super difficult, truthfully. Some of them, like, we also beat the Alpha Quetz. The Quetz runs away from you. The pro strat for that one, I'll tell you that right now, is to have a Rhino of your own or a Tape Jahara and net gun it if you can. If you're running with net gun. Net gun it down to the ground, and then just truthfully at that point, put traps over top of it, like gateways, so it can't run away again. Because once you trap it, it can't run away. Like, if you fight it, it'll keep running away from you. It will not stay and attack you. It will not do that. It just runs. So if you could trap it and then just fight it, you're good. That's what Jason and I had to do. We trapped one. I did that with the other one. The other one, actually, I faced two of them already. I lost the one because I was dumb and wasn't paying attention and didn't grab the bag like I was supposed to. Alright, we lost our female Pseudomane, we lost our other Pseudomane, and we lost, what, 3 total, I'd have to say? Which one survived? Alright, so you're the low-level female that I brought that wasn't great. Alright, that's fair. The 283, this is my favorite female that I was running as my shoulder pet, but it's fine. Wait, I had another pseudo on me? I had another pseudo on me. Well, I'll be damned. But this is what you get from beating the Rhino. I don't care for the pheromones, truthfully. I don't need that many of them. We have a bunch of them as is, or we can get more of them. But we have now beaten another one. I'm going to take them just because. I'll give them to Jace here in a second. I'm going to put you on my shoulder just so we can have you safe. Now I'm going to have to get another thing here. Let's see. We're going to have to use the RG. The PT is way too heavy for doing any of this stuff, but the plan was to, like I said, go get a Gigantoraptor. But that kind of got kiboshed when I was flying by and saw the Rhino right there next to Jace's base. And I was like, that's not good. Let me go help him. I know his pin code, so I'm going to give him all these. He'll sign in and be like, what are all these? Like, I just gave you like 40 pheromones for beating the boss near your base. Alright, so now we should actually have enough element to make one propagator. So that's going to be kind of interesting, but like I said, I wasn't planning on doing that fight there. It happened to be right here next to his base. I wanted to make sure that his base was secure, because the worst thing you could do is spawn into an alpha, and the alpha, if it had locked onto him or any of his dinos, they were getting smoked. Like, they were getting absolutely smoked by that thing. He picked a really good base spot because he can oversee everything. But it's also pretty terrible because at the same time, you've got alpha rhinos that spawn there. Probably you could get alpha rexes down the river that direction. There's a lot of little red flames, so there must be a bunch of Edmontonias over there. But there's alpha spinos that's spawning here, alpha Deinosuchuses. He was in a really good spot, but also really dangerous at the same time. The man got himself set up for success, but also for failure at the same time. But yeah, so I know we were talking the other day about doing the Broodmother boss fight. We're still in line for that. But I actually happened to tame 2 Megatheriums off screen that were kind of decent, not great. One has 44 melee, one has 47. And Jace's ones only had, I think, 30 something. So we're probably going to try to breed that line in really quick. Or we may try to do it with the ones he has and see how they fare. And if we fail, then we'll run it breeding in the 47s that I have. Because we do have a bunch of saddles. We have, I think, 10 to 15 made right now. So we're pretty good looking for that direction. And we're about, I would say, almost ready to start going caving for the monkey artifacts, the Megapithecus. The only thing that I don't have that he has over me for that right now is he has a really good deep sea creature. I mean, I have the Pseudos, don't get me wrong, the Pseudos work just fine. But he also has the Deinosuchuses, which hit like trucks under the ocean, and he can have high armor on his. I can't. Mine has 10. So if we run into a really strong cave, oh, that's what I was looking for. Let's see, what are you? You're a 60? You're not what I want. There's a 25 over here that looks really nice. It's got nice colors. But we may end up taming that 60. Just because. Honestly, we might. Because I knew there was that 25 over here. Like, I don't ever want to tame something that low of a level. But seeing as we could use it to go around and gather baby dinos when we need them, that's a benefit. So let's land here. Land where I told you, please. I love when the dino just goes, you want me to land over there? Got it, on it. And I'm like, no, go the other way. We're borrowing all these eggs from Jace too, by the way. Sniff out that Rex egg. Oh, I think it saw it. Nope, saw me. Did it see me? No, it didn't. It saw something else. Yeah, it saw something else that wasn't me. Well, let's hang on a second and see what this thing does. I can still see my Rex egg right there. Compies. That's what it's distracted on, is compies. We'll see you passive for a second. Let's see if you aggro that egg again. Because we need you to go towards this egg. Like I said, we do have that 25 over there behind us. So we might end up taming both of these just because they're pretty bad levels. But you never know. They could have good traits. I can't see the traits until I actually tame them. So you never know. Are you gonna switch your focus, buddy, or? Because I'm too slow to outrun it on my PT or my RG, so I'm gonna have to stay on the pseudo. Oh, it just ate it, I think. I just heard it just finish eating it. I need you to get distracted by the egg. Yep, now we're in, and we gotta find the baby. I don't know how many feeds we're gonna get on that egg, though. Because it is a Rex egg, not a Giga egg. Oh, there it is. What move are you doing? You're doing the spin move. We might be able to get like 2 feeds off on a Rex egg, which would be fair, because then that'd give us 30%. We'd only need like 3 total. And I have one more Rex egg. And I have a couple Theria eggs, so we're not doing too bad. Only thing I'm a little worried about is it might aggro that trike. Because that trike will definitely take it out. There's no question about that at all. Alright, come on, what do you got, buddy? What do you want to do? Bow. Hey, let's go. This is a really easy taming process. Like, I don't mind this process at all. This is one of the processes that I'm like, okay, this is kind of cool. This is not hard, not challenging. Like, the Danatherium one isn't challenging at all either. It's just, it's more tedious than anything. And that was my biggest thing about a lot of the taming methods is the tedium of it. Like, this one's very straightforward. Give it an egg. Alright, that's done. I gotta get out of the nest. You hear it crunch, that's how you know it's done. So we got 2 feeds out of it. Not terrible. Not great, but not terrible. Let's circle around this way really quickly. Let's drop another egg right here. Drop one of those. One of those. Drop 2 Therizinosaur eggs. Apologize about the lawn mowing. That's like the second time this week they've been outside mowing the lawn. Lock onto the eggs. They're right behind you. Did I put them too far to your line of sight? I don't believe so. Come on, turn around and go get the eggs. Ooh, yep, keep going that way. Yep, there it is. It's locked on. Yep, it's on. Perfect. Where'd you go? There's 2 eggs there, so hopefully it'll stay attached to them. I'm just hoping the baby will show up. Like, that's my biggest thing. Like, if the baby doesn't want to come in, it's going to take forever. And yeah, like, they're legitimately mowing for the 2nd or 3rd time this week, so I'm going to have to turn off the background noise again. Like, are you coming up here, buddy? It's stuck. I think the baby is stuck. Yeah, I think the baby's actually stuck here. I don't want to hit the baby because then I'll lose the taming effectiveness. Is there any way I could push it? Oh. That didn't last long. Well, that one might be a lost cause then, right this second. Because if that thing's stuck under the... Yeah, that thing's like pushed up against the nest. Alright, so I'm going to de-render that one for a second. It's got another egg it's locked on, but there's nothing I can do if this guy doesn't want to move. Yeah, it's literally face planting into the nest. Okay. Let's de-render that for a second. The taming effectiveness shouldn't drop. There should be another one over here somewhere. As long as it didn't fall down. This should be the 25 somewhere around here. I possibly believe it fell off the edge. Let me look. Let me do a quick little scan of Rooney, but I think it might have either fallen off the edge or it died. Where did it go? Like, these things are not hard to tame. They're just kind of hard to find, honestly. Let me get some aerial view. There's a parasaur. I don't know where it went. Did it go down here? Yeah, there it is. Yep, they're both down there. So that one's out of the question, too. Only thing I could try with this one over here is maybe trying to pick it up with my Urgy. I don't think that worked. Nope, that didn't work. Let me try to circle back around one more time. Got it. That's the only thing I could do. And then drop it like over here somewhere. But see, now the only thing is it's kind of aggro. It's stuck on me. I'm going to have to break chase with it. And hopefully have it not see me. I'm down to 2 eggs, because I wasted 2 eggs trying to get that baby. And it's still going back down to that corner. What is it doing down there, dude? Alright. We're going to be able to get it to... probably close to 70. Let me run to Jace's base really quick and grab a couple more Rex eggs. Hopefully there are some there that aren't hatchable yet. Alright, so as I was starting to fly away there, my taming for it completely disappeared. So either we went too far out of render, and it kind of... Bro, how many times are you going to mow the same spot? We must have went out of render, and it kind of removed all the taming effectiveness. Or... it just completely got killed. And I'm not sure which one. And for a level 60, I honestly don't care to rush back to go try to get it and look. So we're actually going to pivot from the pet plans of the Gigantoraptor and go do some exploring for, well, really just anything else, honestly, at this point. I was thinking the Gigantoraptor would be great to have. I need to get a Deinosuchus at some point. But I'm going to return the eggs to Jace's base here now that I can't use them because I'm not going to try to tame it. I'm glad to see we took out that alpha, though. That was kind of nice. That's a lot of angry crocodiles. Or alligators. Are they crocodiles or alligators, technically? I don't know. What is that? 25. We're still looking, like, we're at that point right now where we're still looking for any kind of tame that we could find that has better stats than what we have now. Like, we have good creatures, but we're really just looking for stats at the moment. That's a lot of little flame thingies to light up. Let me go see what's going on over here. How many Edmontonias are there? There should be just one. Yeah, there's just one. Oh, yeah, they're all going out now that he walked away. So 55. See, I'm tempted to get one in Edmontonia, but I'm also like, do I need one when we have the Super Anki right yet? But because I don't think we do. And honestly, I think, is this an alpha? It is. I think we're at that point now where we're just about ready with all of our resources in terms of drops to take on most of the bosses. The only thing I think we're missing is like Tuso tentacles and things like that. We just need to get our creatures up to speed right now, because like right now, looking like these Rexes are not like for anything specific. They were just there to get Carches, and he kind of forgot to turn them off. Kind of similar to his Theres here, because he has an overspawn. He's gonna have an overspawn, so we're gonna have to store these in here. But his Theres are what... Bro has been mowing the same spot. His Theres are what we're going to be using for the boss battles. And their stats roughly look like that for the dragon. So we're not looking terrible for the dragon so far, truthfully. That's pretty decent. I don't think these are imprinted. This one's imprinted. So that's roughly what his imprinted Theres look like. So we're not doing absolutely terrible. And his imprinted Megatheriums... I don't think he has one over here, actually. But those are the stats on his Megatheriums. They're not... The health isn't bad, but they're going to have decent bug buff when we do run into them. And he also has, back here... I don't think there's anything that I'm not supposed to show off in here yet. All of our Megatherium saddles. He has a few more made somewhere else. I don't know where. But right now we're sitting on 16 Megatherium saddles. I'm hoping they'll be good enough to get through Alpha. I'm thinking they'll be fine as long as we stack up health. I really do, because I've been searching drop after drop after drop after drop, and I haven't found anything yet. Like, it's getting to the point where it's actually kind of a little worrisome that I can't find anything good off of drops. Like him and I have sat out here drop hunting for 2-3 hours at a time. I almost said 4 hours, but we probably have been like gone 4 hours straight. But we've been out here drop hunting for quite a while, and we just can't find anything. It's tempting me, honestly, to add in that St. Patrick's Day mod to get the good drops, but I know all I'd have to do is up the drop rate, but I don't want to have to do that. Like, I shouldn't... Like, this shotgun here is the best shotgun I have seen out of a drop. a 117. Like, that's sad. Like, sure, I could repair it and crafting skill it and maybe get it to like a 150, but still, that's even worse. The fact that I have to go through that whole extra process just to get a slightly better shotgun. And that's the big problem right now, is we can't find anything. Like, the long neck is the best thing we found, and he found it for 240, 270 something, I think. I crafting skilled mine and got it to 307. His is like a 340. Like, that is legitimately our best loot, are those two guns right there. And if you count my clothes I got on shore, yeah, that's some pretty good stuff. But weaponry-wise, saddle-wise, we haven't been gifted a whole lot in terms of those, so it's been a little bit difficult, I'm not going to lie to you. We've gotten a ton of good Desolatitan saddles. Like that, no question. But I can't bring a Desolatitan into the boss battle. I can't bring it into a tech cave. I can't do anything with it right now. So I haven't even attempted to tame one. We did tame a Carch off screen. It's a low level. It's like 60. We were planning on using it for just a hide gatherer because we're not going to use it for boss battles. So we're like, we don't need to, we're not going to showcase it because we're not actually going to use it for anything other than just gathering hide. But come to find out, it's got worse hide gathering rates than letting him just harvest everything with his chainsaw and Ovis. So we're kicking that one back to the start again, and we're going to skip that again. Alpha Raptor right there. We're going to check this drop just because it's purple really quickly. Absolutely nothing of value. But yeah, like that's the kind of stuff we're running into. As you saw right there, there was an Iguanodon saddle. Like I can't use, I mean, I could use that, sure. But it's not what we need right this second. And yes, it probably sounds like I'm whining and complaining. It's kind of am a little bit. Please be a high health stat. Nope. What are you? 60, 95. Yeah, you're both terrible. I found that decent 150. Came out with, I think, 47. Huh. I don't know where that young came from. 47 in melee, which is really, really nice. Like, I was kind of ecstatic to see that we got that. But the health stat is still kind of on the lower end. So what I'm thinking, again, is we're probably going to try with what he has. See how well they fare. If we lose, we lose. I'm not going to bring any of my good shotguns or anything with me. I'll probably bring 100% shotty and just pepper her in the head with it. Or I may have to crafting skill blueprint this one just so I can make multiple. Because like I said, this thing's only 117%, so it's not great. It's only 17% above an average shotgun, which kind of sucks, but it's working for me so far. Like, I've used it. It hits like 35, 40 damage roughly sometimes. It varies depending on where you hit them. Sometimes you'll hit a peak of 81, so it's okay. Oh, what level are you? 25. Yeah, you're terrible. I mean, if I see a 150 with like 30 some odd points into a stat, I'm going to try to tame it, especially if it's health or melee. You need to try to tame those. And that's what I've been doing pretty much off screen of anything that we have already. I've been trying to tame it, like I said, with that Pseudomane I got. It had 36 into melee, and I tamed it, and it came out 47. I was like, okay, 47 is not terrible, but am I going to replace 47 when I have Pseudomanes that have not 26? The one on my shoulder has the actual stats. Let's see. 39 to begin with? I don't believe so. I don't believe I'm going to do that. Because it's not worth it for me to upgrade at those 7 points and to spend another 20-30 minutes into breeding right now when I'm not putting anything into melee just yet. Right now, all we're breeding is health exclusively. Because we're going to need the health stats against the monk. Because right now, if you look at this one here, which no imprints on it at all. Wild, I put 23 levels into it. It's barely sitting at 15k, right? And then if you go to this one, who's on my shoulder, it has an imprint, has 48 in health, with 35 into it on top of that, it's sitting at 30,000. So if I can get 20, 30,000 health, and you also got to think they have 60% armor built, or 60 armor built in. They'll get the pack buff, gang buff, everything. So these guys may be the best option for all 3 boss fights, or 2 out of the 3. Which, we're going to attempt it with Jace's Theories first, like that's no question. If he wants to, that is. Like, cause I already, like with me already having mutations now, I think I'm a step ahead of where he is in terms of what he wants to get out of those guys. I do not know why I'm constantly burping. But I think I'm a steps ahead slightly. So I'm going to have to talk to him about that tonight, because I've gotten 2 mutations in honestly, I've been on for an hour and a half, 2 hours at most, and I've gotten 2 mutations. I had one from last night when I got on, and then I just got another one first thing this morning right here. So, like, as in I carried over from last night. And yes, we're breeding Dinotheriums as well. I just want to see what we can get out of them. And here are our Megatheriums, the 44 melee and the 47 melee. Those are not imprinted either. They're just standing there waiting for Jace to come by to pick them up. Because if he wants to breed them in, he can. Yeah, see, like 38 and 36 in health is kind of pretty low. But the 47 into melee is going to be good, especially imprinted. You're looking at probably close to 500. Maybe a little over 500%. And here is the health mutation into the Pseudomane. It's got 2 health mutations into it. It's at 52 overall. I mean, it's not bad at 11.286k versus the base one is at 10,500. This one's at 11,300 almost. So, I mean, it's not bad for those 4 mutations. If I could get maybe, I want to say, like, to 10 mutations into it, like as in 4810, where it says the 48/10 or 48/4/0. If I can get 48/10 and then get a pack of them out, then I'll feel a little more comfortable. Because each mutation so far seems to be about 400-ish health. So if I can get another 4812, that's about another 1200. That'll put this guy at close to 13,000 health base. 13,000 base is pretty good. And then just put some mutations into it, or put some stats into it. Like, yeah, see right here. This is what it looks like before throwing out of the ball. It gains 2,000 from the imprinting. I think it's going to be pretty good. And the Dinotherium, I don't know what level we need for Dinotheriums. I haven't looked, to be honest. I just threw them out here and said, start going. And that's about where I left off of that, because then I decided to go fight that Rhyniognathia. But that's probably going to be it for this episode, guys. Like I said, there's not really much for me to do right this second for video purposes. Like, I could go out and start taming a bunch of things, but I truthfully right now don't believe we need that. Right now, I think I need to continue to work on my mutations. And we're actually getting really, really close to the boss battle. Like, I'm saying we're more than likely IRL. I hate to say the word IRL. Why did I say it like that? We're probably like a day-ish away at most. We might even try it today. We have exactly 500. We can make a propagator with that. Then we don't have enough element to run the propagator. But we will once we beat the broodmother. But again, I digress. We have probably enough of everything to take on all the bosses. Let me show you. Because for the broodmother, you need 10 RG talons, which I know Jace has some if I don't have it. Yep, I have 2. We have all the artifacts there. We have 10 Sarco skins. Jace has a bunch. Sauropod Red Ray I have. Fairy Claws I have. Titanoboa Venom we have. Like, we have a bunch of everything. Yep, see there's the Quetzal Talon. There's the Yudi Lungs, the Fairy Claws. Only ran it. Jace has one of these as well. He took out 1 Spino. We have enough Spinal Sails. He has a lot of Yudi Lungs, from what I remember. So, like, and Aloe Braids. Like, we're at that point where we can take on most of the bosses. He has a lot of Thylaclaws, too. The 2 Giga Hearts are already there. Like, we're at that point where we're just about ready to start taking on some of the bosses for this map on Alpha, and we just got to get the creatures there. So, that's about the point where we're sitting. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys back here next time for more Ark Survival Ascended. Thank you guys. See you guys then.